Hello, my beautiful crafty friends. It's Laurette, the Vintage Paper Girl. Welcome to my studio and Finish It Up Friday. At least that's what I'm going to call it today. I won't do it every Friday, but we're calling it Finish It Friday because I've got some things started I need to finish. I can finish up a big project. So anyway, welcome. So happy you're all here. Hope you're having a wonderful new year already. Things are going well for you and you're all well and happy. How are you? Are you good? Good. So I'll start off by showing you, before we go into the projects, what I have here. Now, this was in our last video. This was made from a washi tape roll, and we've created either a topper or large journal card. I think it's going to be a topper of some kind, or if it becomes a cover, then I'll just finish this off and it'll be real pretty. Okay, so anyway, here's our little girl. We got her all done. Isn't she pretty? Okay, so for those of you who missed it. And then this one. This is a big old giant pocket that we were working on. It's all complete. And I have finished it. It has a little bit of doily here and my tag because it's a standalone piece. Now I'll show you what's in it. I started off with a cute little envelope that I have decorated up. We have added Paris and some goodies here. This was not here last time I showed you. Got a little tag. And then we have a journal card. Vintagey. Then we have another one. And another one. And I've added a stamp and some goodies to that one. Some I decorated, some I left as is because they're perfect the way they are, right? I did, ink. And then this one. Isn't she pretty? Just add a little bit of stuff, but nothing too much. Just kept her kind of simple. And a lovely tag that I added a little piece here. I added some bling and a tag topper, some paper on the back. Just to give it some age, I just wanted to get a little age on it. I see something that didn't stick. So I have a couple things here. Let me fix real quick since it is our finish it up. We better finish it up, right? So apparently I did not get my glue to the top, which shame on me. But, this is the time to catch it when you're showing it off, right? Just what you want in front of everybody. But that's okay. Just goes to show you, happens to all of us, no matter how long we've been doing this. I feel like she needs some pearls. I feel like she's a little too plain. You know how I am. I got to bling it up or I'm not a happy girl. So how is everybody? Are you all good? I hope so. I mean, a bunch of us got sick right around Christmas. I'm hoping everybody's back on their feet again. And, doing okay. Yeah, that looks a little better. It was just a little too monochromatic to where it sort of all just disappeared. It's still staying in a light color, but it'll catch the light just a little bit. So, excuse me while I put these away. I'm sure I'm going to be dragging them right back out. I don't know. Probably, knowing me, right? They hang on the wall in front of me. So let's load this pocket back up. And you can kind of see how it actually goes together. Let me make sure. If it's not on there tight, I'll find out in a heartbeat, won't I? So she goes down through all of that. And then we have this one. And I kind of wanted her little eyeballs to peek out just a bit. See, and just seeing a little. I like the layers to kind of, go back and forth. Then it seems like I had this one maybe over here. It's going to go in there. Some of them I have 2 tags per pocket. Yep. And then I have one over here. It's catching on this. I don't have this glued down well enough. All right. That's a good thing to find out before you go sell something or give it as a friend, as a gift, a friendly gift or a happy meal, that everything is glued down really well. I think it didn't catch as much because there's cheesecloth under there. So let's stick that in there. If it's going to catch, boy, it's going to right there, right? So that was supposed to go up there. I missed a pocket. I kind of am angling so you can kind of see a little bit of everything. This is going in my bottom one. So this way you get to see how all this works, right? And then we have this one. Sometimes it's easier to just put it in with the other one. Yeah, there we go. And then this little one is a paper clip, so it just clips onto the front of the envelope. There you go. Isn't that pretty? It's going in my project. All right, I'm going to set it off to the side. I do have bunches of pieces done that we have done videos for. There's a video for everything here. Yeah. So, see, these are some of the pieces we've been making. This one's really a full piece. This one I did on my own. It is just a little scrappy-doo. It's kind of just bits and pieces of all kinds of things. Just did a fold over, punched some holes, tied some ribbon in, and then these are vintage. There's a bunch of vintage pieces in here. The rest are Florentine papers. This is a Florentine paper. This one is, and then this is a vintage prescription and an antique book, you know, another vintage book, and some vintage paper. So everything's older, but it's wrapped in a beautiful piece of paper. So that's going to go into the project. We've got some big pieces and we've got some smaller pieces. And now we've added this big, beautiful piece, which will not fit in here, I'm pretty sure. So now it's time to start leaving the envelope open. I didn't want anything to happen to them, so I stuck them in there so they wouldn't get damaged. All right, now, this one is going to go elsewhere. It's going with some other, I need to find a place to put my toppers so they don't get ruined. I have a couple of others that I had out, and I did these. These are fabric toppers that I did last year. Excuse the little bit of shadow. The sun is coming and going. We're getting ready for a rainstorm again. So we have some lovely toppers. So I'll have to put them in their own envelope of some kind so they don't get damaged. Box envelope, something I need to start organizing those things a little better, right? Part of what I'm going to do this year. Now, I have more pieces for this project. When these pieces are done, the project is done. So then you won't see the blue anymore. I'm not sure what color we're going to next. I have to look at what project I need to complete, right? So I have a little pocket paper clip that needs decorating. This I have started but haven't finished, and I will show you in a minute. I have a little booklet I have started that I need to complete, and it has a pocket there. So I need to do a ton of work on this one. I don't know that we'll get to it today because it's a bigger piece. I have this one I made, and we'll talk about that in a minute. And then I have this one too that's going in it. And then what it is they're all going into this beautiful bag. And you have a pocket, you have a belly band, a pocket, a pocket, a pocket, a pocket, a giant gusseted pocket. So I'm making all the things to go into this. And this bag came from Rachel from Italy. So I only have one. I bought it about 3 years ago. It was part of a pack that I bought. I wish I could get a hold of some more because I just love them. But what I did, guys, is because we don't have these here in the U.S., right? So I did a little shopping on Amazon. So we could make something similar. And here's what I got. So I got big bags. You guys don't want to go buy these. There's a lot. You have to buy like 100 of each, you know. So we have brown paper, we have white, and we have polka dots. I will be selling these in sets this year on our channel. So you'll be able to pick up sets of these, you know, mix and match, or, you know, I'm not sure yet how it's going to go, but you'll be able to get like a little bit of everything so you can do a couple of projects. So I did go shopping for us, and these are going to go into our store. So that's what we have. So we can make more, even though we can't get that one bag. You saw I got a good polka dot, a white, and so we have plenty of fun things to play with. And I will be doing a lot of projects with those. So we will offer them so you guys can do projects along with me if you like. I'm going to be doing a lot of crafting with me this year, projects with me, and making sure I finish them with you guys. So I still have this to put on here. I want to put it there. But I'm going to wait at the moment because, let's see, I might put them under the belly band or something. I don't want to lose those. I don't think I'll get to this today, but I wanted to show you all the things I've been making are going in that, and then something else. So there's still more. There's still, but wait, there's more. So I have the pieces to go here. I saw these in my stash, and they are a plain brown cardstock. They're a great pocket. So I wanted to make it and use it, and it needs everything. It needs bling. It doesn't have a slice where there should be one, so I guess I'm assuming it just closes like that. Okay, but I feel like that's just too plain up there, so we're going to add some lace and bling her up. I did wrap some doily across the back and then use bits and pieces from the kit, which is uniquely Ella. And I am going to... Uh-oh, I lost my son. Come on, son, come back just for a little bit. Just let me finish today. Let me finish this last video. It was just bright and sunny like 5 minutes before I started this. I ran to the restroom. I came back and guess what? No sunshine. Give me back my son, please. Okay, so what I want to do is I want to move this down over the top. And I want to glue it on right there. I probably will get out my spatula so that my hands aren't so gluey. Let's see, did I miss it anywhere? Right there, okay. I'm warming up the glue in my lap, which I recommend. It really makes a difference in this glue. Cleaned my board really good. And let's cut that off. Believe it or not, I keep some of the scraps because when I'm working on itty bitty pieces, it works really well. Oh yeah, look at that. Isn't that pretty? Okay, let me know if it's getting too dark. How are you gonna let me know? That's not gonna work. I'll let you know. I'll have to add on my OT light and turn on my I have halogen lights up in my room from when this was a sewing studio. Because when I worked in an art gallery, that's what we showed when I worked for Thomas Kincaid's art gallery, one of his galleries. We always had halogen lights in there, and they give you true light for art and other things. So I thought, well, that's going to be great for my crafting. But unfortunately, it does create some, I'm going to move this down, some shadows at times, so I need to get a ring light. I'm doing some investigation into, I guess there's a million of them out there. Some are great, some aren't, some leave shadows, some aren't big enough. I don't know. Heard a bunch of things, so I got to figure out what I want to do because I already have an OT light that I turn on and the overhead halogen, but it's just not quite enough. There's still shadows. So I'm going to see about getting a ring light. That's really pretty. I feel like it's going to need some lace down there. I feel like that needs... These are my sewing scissors, so, you know, I only use these for fabric. I try never to use them for paper, because once you use them for paper, they're dull for life. Forever. So, speaking of scissors, you will see a number of scissors on my desk from paper scissors to cut scallops, or make, if you flip them over, I can make stamp edges. I have some little ones for cutting sharper things, smaller things, itty bitty things. I've got these that I use for cutting sticky things, and then I have another pair that I use for, they're really embroidery scissors, but I use them for my fussy cuts. I also have these for fussy cutting or threads, things like that, that are very sharp. Okay. And I have my new Fisker scissors, and I did do, ladies, what you said. Now, first of all, those of you told me to use WD-40, do not do that. It becomes gummy and yellow, and it will ruin any fabrics or that you get it on, or lace or anything like that. But you can use sewing machine oil, which is much finer and designed for that. It did help some, but what my husband says is these are machined in very tight, and that's why I'm getting sticky. I did use the sewing machine oil, and it has helped a lot, but I still am getting some, I notice I'm getting some seepage, you know, from when you put it into the joint there. So these are also what I'm using for my paper. So these came from Fiskars, and they're titanium blades, so they're not supposed to rust and all that good stuff. So these are what I use on my desk on a regular basis, and these are Tim Holtz. These are Fiskars again, and these are stainless steel, and they came from, it was $3.99 for a pack of like 8 scissors. I got them at Kohl's or someplace like that, you know, so just nice and inexpensive, but they are probably my favorite scissors in the world right now. So this is what you see on my desk. I thought I would share that with you and what I use them for. So you aren't going to have just probably one pair of scissors. You can, but it depends on what you want to do. I also have, these are Fiskars as well, and these are my, well, zigzag scissors, or I'm drawing a blank at the name. I'm a seamstress, you would think I'd know. Then I have multi-light layer scissors for fabrics. And then I have my heavy duty ones as well. Pinking shears. Sorry, guys. Blank. I went blank. I went blank on you. I'm sorry. Pinking shears. So these are the types of things that I use on my desk on a regular basis. I'm going to be sharing that tip with you this year as to what I'm using, where I get it from, why I use it to help our newbies. And even some of you that have been doing this for a while, that are maybe finding that the things you're doing aren't working and you want to know what else could I use, or what should I do, or, you know, how can I make that better? I have this lovely bow. I have a pretty rose. I want something in the corner. I also have a bow with a pearl, but I know I want lace down there. So I use vintage laces as well as antique laces, as well as brand new, right off the showroom floor lace. So I have a huge, well, a pretty good stash now. I've had to really collect over the last year or so because I just didn't have, ooh, that's pretty. Would this work? Maybe not. Let's see. I like this, but I don't know that I like it double. So let's, these are Tim Holtz, and these are very, very sharp. And the minute they are dull, I will get another pair because I really like them. And there's different blade lengths, and it depends on what your personal preference is. We all have different things that we like. I like a 7 to 8 inch blade for my big scissors, and my little ones, I think the actual physical cutting blade on this is pretty small. Let me see. Like a 2-inch blade, but these are considered a 5-inch scissor maybe. I don't know if he considers these a 5 or a 6-inch. They're a very small scissor. I like the big handles, gives you plenty of room. Now the thing I don't like is it's too wide. So this lace allows me to cut carefully right down the center, which actually is money saving because I get 2 laces for the price of 1. And this is a vintage lace. Okay, I'm going to put that with the other one. I'll probably later go, I wonder why I did that. But I doubt I'll ask that. I probably will know why I did it, right? These little cards that everything on come from my sweet, sweet friend Celeste. And I don't think her shop is open right now. I believe she's still closed for the first of the year. But I get those from, I'll show you, from Woodland Inspired. And I get all of my bobbin cards, lace cards, things like that from her. I also get a lot of die cut things because I can die cut. I have a die cutter. I use it all the time, but I don't want to die cut everything. I really don't. I don't have time, so why not support another business, lovely, sweet, hello Celeste, business owner in her job, in her business, so that, you know, she can make a living and I can too, right? I'm checking the right side. Oh, it's getting dark in here, guys. I'm going to have to eek. Oh, I love this. I need to bling it up because it's very, you know, kind of masculine card. Let me move it down just a hint. And I'm going to flip it over. I always flip everything over and cut from the back side so I don't take a chance of cutting into my envelope or paper or card or tag. Just more control, you know. All right, so do I want... Possibly. This is bothering me. I don't know why. I thought it would be fine to have that plain there, but I feel like it needs a piece of lace or something. Oh my gosh, I don't know. Or do I just add another piece? I think for now, I'll finish it up the way I'm thinking I should, and then I'll leave it and let me think on it so that before it goes into the envelope, the stuffed envelope that I'm doing, it will be, you know, either I will have added something to it or, oh, I could stencil on there. Or, oh, I know what I could put on there. Gosh. Oh, gosh. Here we go. My brain's going. Look out. Creative craft lunch. My brain's working overtime. I might have to adjust my blinds just a hair so I can see what the heck I'm doing. I'm going to have to pick this up about 1,000,000 times, which will probably drive you crazy, but I got to see. You know what I could use? What did I do? I'm hoping I didn't put them too far away. Give me a sec to grab my paper. Okay, you guys, what did I do with it? This is typical. I am going to have to figure out a way. I need a better system. Well, I thought I had a good system going, and now I'm not so sure. I was looking for my embossed papers that I have a whole little stack that I was using. And I can't find them. Yikes. Okay. I cut out a whole bunch of embossed papers. I need to have like a box or a basket that's just like, what do you want to call it? I'm looking. Hold on a minute. Like that has things for bases, basics, and I get one every year, and then I change what I'm doing, and I can't find it, and blah. So I don't mean to whine. I'm frustrated a little bit because I'm trying to get organized, and I think I'm just sometimes I mess myself up trying to be more organized because I don't remember where I put it. Oh, sugar. Probably right in front of me, and I just can't see it. I have this piece of embossed paper, but I think it's a different blue, right, from what I'm using. It's embossed. I have a ton of embossed paper, you guys. Tons and tons and tons. I have envelopes. I've got the works. Well, I will grab some of this. I can either rip a piece and put it up there, which might be cool. I've also got this one that I have stenciled on this paper. I didn't want to fill in every bit, but I don't think I can get that up. Oh, maybe. It's ripping. Oh, I kind of like that. I'll do that. Maybe I'll add something else up there. I don't know what. Alrighty. Didn't find what I was looking for. Frustrating. But I'm going to have to give it a good search because I just had it out to use in my videos. It's been sitting out all during the Christmas season, you know, and then I cleaned up. I keep saying that. But you have to clean eventually because you're going to go crazy otherwise, right? At least I will. think I didn't get that edge of either one of them, so I'm going to get that edge. Hopefully my head's not in there. I don't know, probably. And then let me get see, these pieces can be as bulky as I want them to be because these are going into an envelope, not necessarily a journal. At some point, the person who buys the bundle may want to put them in a journal, but they're going to be aware of how wide it is. A ring journal is great. These are great for ring journals because, you know, your ring allows you to get as wide as you need to have it. So for those of you who are new, a ring journal is a journal that has rings going through it down the side. I'll pull one my next video to show you. I like to dirty up the bow a little bit. Now, so this would go tucked in there. There you have it. There you have it. I don't feel the need to really put anything on the back. I mean, that's pretty. It's pretty on the back. You can just like leave it or write on it, or you could put a very basic piece of paper. I mean, I could put like a pretty piece of embossed paper on the back just to give it something different, right? I'm gonna, you know what? Let me cut that. How wide is this? Oh, 4.5 probably. Cute little scrap. We'll put that in there. I'll put that back in its little envelope because I really don't want to. Oh, I have scraps of all kinds of stuff, but it's fun to have it because you can do what I just did. Like these should be, even though this isn't embossed, it still fits well in that theme. This was actually in my scrap box, but I think it should be in here. I think I'm going to put these in here because I think they have that kind of finish. Yes, and then what we'll do is we will, oh, it's getting darker and darker, my goodness. Well, I know it's going to rain tonight. My poor neighbor, he's having a barbecue. My neighbor Joe across the street neighbor Joe, he is having a lights, what's it called, twilight barbecue, where he has, you know, he decorates, he goes all out to decorate his house. I mean, makes ours look like nothing. For those of you who've seen mine on I have nothing compared to Joe. You can see his from space for sure. But he's having his friends over tonight, and it's was supposed to be out on the patio, but because we've had really mild weather for California, but you know, he tells them bring your coats and blah blah blah, and you know, his heaters out there and all string lights and fairy lights in the backyard, beautiful. He's been working really hard on the backyard this year, all summer. He did some beautiful work back there, and so looks like he had my husband come over because he had to extend out his indoor dining table. He had Greg help him do it because he couldn't do it by himself, and because I have to move it inside because it's supposed to be raining about the time everyone arrives. So yeah, just do that on the back just for a little something something. I think it's pretty, just to finish it off, because it's a standalone, could be glued in or it can be used as a standalone. I do need to make something to go inside it, but I'm not going to worry about that right this minute. I was actually thinking I have some winter images of ladies that I should pull out of my stash, because this is a winter blue kit. I say my neighbor's watering or something, and maybe he didn't get the memo. It's going to rain tonight. And it's supposed to be a pretty significant storm. It's been pretty windy. Uh-oh. Oops. Excuse me. Pardon me. Excuse me. Just knocked a ton of stuff on the floor. I need some, I want a pearl in there. Let me see. Let me put a pearl. I'm going to put a pearl right there. You guys can see okay. I do not want the pearl to stick to my finger like it usually does. Done. I like it better. It definitely needed something there. I mean, I could add one more word if I wanted, or a number or something, but it might be overkill. So we'll stop right there for the moment. As you know, when I go to look at things, or I look at it on video and I see it and I'm like, oh, it needs more. Oh, someone asked me, what glues do I use? So I use Scotch Create or Scotch Permanent, either one. This is, gosh, I got to get the bottles, you guys, because I know so many of you are new and don't know what's what. That is Art Glitter Glue. And where did I put my bottle of Art Glitter Glue? And Fabrifix or Fabri-Tac. So these are on my desk at all times. When I say Scotch Create, this is the one I'm talking about. It's not available anymore. You can get it in repositionable, but it's not permanent glue and it will come off. So these are what I use all day, every day, and I alternate depending upon what I am putting on, okay? I've moved these to plain bottles. So, well, this one says Art Glitter under it, but it was so grungy. I wrapped it in some pretty paper, but it's getting grungy too. So anyway, I wanted to share with you the glues I use. Fabric, paper, immediate, quick, fast, dry, love it. Dries really quick, so you cannot leave the bottle open. This one gets very thick if you leave the bottle open, okay? And then paper. This will glue on fabric, lace, leather, trims, and more, all right? So trims, metal, I've had a really good luck with that. So those are what sit on my desk every day. I alternate through my projects. I don't use just one glue on a project. I have used Art Glitter and Fabri-Tac on here and glue stick. So I've used all three on that project. And I do it by how much something weighs or something like that. So let me, oh, I have dry mouth today. Hold on a minute. I'm going to get a drink. Excuse me. I've been making multiple videos today. So my mouth is dry. All right, there you have it. Just something simple on the back. It's not fabulous, but I think it's good. So this will need a card inside. Do we have something we can put in there? Sorry, I needed that big breath really badly. She might look good in there. It's already back. This is a light cardstock. I was practicing, that's why I did that on the side. I'm not going to leave that there unless you think it looks good. Should I? I could just leave that there, couldn't I? And ink it up, make it look pretty. Put some lace on it. There we go. Then it would be all done, right? All right, let's do it. Let's do it. Let me pop this stuff on the side. Let's get the sleeves up. Let's get to work. What projects are you guys doing? Anything? What big project or what project do you have planned for this year if you're crafting? Probably journals, because you're journal makers, most of you. Not all of you are, I understand. Some of you just collect our journals or watch the videos because you'll like them, and that is cool. Super cool, too. That's all I did at first, too. I just watched and watched and watched for, like, months. Then I got brave. I thought, why am I getting crazy here? I'm a crafter. I've been crafting my whole life. I've done it professionally. Done professional trade shows. I knew what I'm doing. I could do this. Used all of the things that I knew how to do, which was just so exciting to me. All right, you know that lace we just cut here? What if we use that? I haven't put it away yet. Let's get that out. Boy, this is it for this lace. I really love this lace. It just came, I think it was only, it's sold in like little, sometimes they're only sold in like 9-inch lengths or 12-inch lengths. So many times I don't get a lot of the, unless I want to buy multiple yards. And I never know if I'm going to like a lace. Unfortunately, by the time I figure out I like it, you know, it's sold out and I can't get it again. Oh, I like that. I love those together. All right, let's get some Fabri-Tac. We'll call it Fabri-Tac. Fabri-Tac, Fabri-Fix, 3-in-1. Any one of those will work. Depends on the country you're in and what they have there. Now, the one glue I don't use, it's so funny. There's a glue that everybody loves. They use it all the time. I don't. I don't know why. I have an aversion to it, or a mental block. I'm not sure what my deal is, but it's tacky glue. And tacky glue has been around for probably 50 years. It's a very, let me see if I can get one to show you. I'm sure I have one here somewhere. Give me a sec. I have Fabric Fusion. Where did my tacky glue go? I have Elmer's down here. I have every kind of glue known to man. I really do. I have a brand new bottle, but it still has dust on it. This is the glue a lot of people use and they love it. Aleene's has been around for 50 years. Wonderful, fabulous old glue, but I won't use it. And I have a glue cart, literally, with glues all over it. Oh, gosh, crazy. Because it's tacky, yes, sticky. It's sticky, not sticking, but sticky. It takes quite a while to dry. Sometimes, in some cases, 24 hours, especially if you're putting on fabric. It dries clear, ultra strong, non-toxic, ultra resistant, blah, blah, blah. But because my mom always used it, for some reason, I view it as an old school glue. And I don't. And I don't like the dry time. That is the biggest thing I dislike. And it can dry very hard in places. So it's funny, I got a brand new one when I started, and I found these other glues and I just never went to that. So, I mean, I used to make dolls with it. Old school little dollies. Sometime in a video I'll show you. They're called Molly dolls. And I just, I used to make it, and it would just take, I'd have to leave everything sit and not move it for 24 hours. And I didn't. And I thought, well, when I first started this, I started using double-sided tape and sticky tape and all that kind of stuff. And then I thought, oh, this is driving me crazy. And then I realized I saw all these glues, and, then I started paying attention and, found the one that I liked. So glues are very individual. But for me, it's so old school. It's like, oh, that's what my mom used. I don't think I'm going to use it. It's a weird reason to not use it. Every time I see it, I go, not a good glue. It is a good glue. And really, it's totally individual. And I don't want to insult anybody that uses it. But because my mom always used it, you would think I'd be like, well, mom used it. It's good enough for me. But I don't know. I just have this weird thing about it. Because it takes so long to dry, I think is why. And I want immediate. And, being a seamstress, we get immediate results. You run it under the sewing machine and do that enough times, your garment's finished, right? And so you use glues and things that finish with it. So I don't think it needs anything else. Well, I need a tab on the top to get it out. Now that might be the thing, because this is a very, very stiff envelope. Yeah, it's hard to get out. Let me cut a tab for that before I run out of time here. I had a scrap I was working with. Where did my scrap go? Yoo-hoo, Scrappy-Doo, where are you? There it is. So I don't know. I think I just don't use it because of my mom. Isn't that the strangest thing? You would think I would use it because of my mom. I'm a strange cookie sometimes. You never know with me, right? I usually don't like to cut something out of the middle of something, but I did it that way. I know she meant that piece is for something else, but it's worked out great to cut whale tails. I'm a strange girl. So yes, those are the glues I use and why. I love tacky glue. I think it's great, but like I said, I equate it to crafting as a kid, not a grown-up craft glue. Okay, maybe that's it. I don't equate it to a grown-up craft glue for journal making. I also don't refer to myself as junk, my journals as junk journals. To me, they're handmade journals, period. To me, it's a junk journal if it is made from honest to goodness junk that you got. It's going to go into your garbage can that you've searched around your house for. Otherwise, they're journals. They're only junk journals if they're made from junk. But that's my personal opinion, and I don't know if that's correct or not, because there is no such thing as perfect or have to or want to, or I'm just sharing my personal feelings about things and what my views are from what I've experienced. So there you have it. Just something real simple to go in there to make it pretty. Pearls. Pearls. Where are my pearls? Oh, where did that come from? It's getting darker in here, guys. I feel like I need to turn on my headlamp. You know, the kind that the miners use. I know they make them for crafting. A friend of mine, her craft shed was so dark that she had to resort to that. Puts it around her head and turns on the light and works. Brilliant, brilliant, brilliant. She couldn't really get light out there all that easy. So her husband wired some stuff and they were running a cord from the house, and which we all told her, oh, dangerous, especially when it storms and flooded. Look at that. That came out pretty cute just on the fly. We just did that on the fly. It's a piece I was practicing on, and I think I like it. I think I like it. Of course, you could put more cards and tags and things in there, and I may add some, I don't know if I have anything else cut. If I got something else cut, I may put it in there. But if I don't, I won't. What do I have? Have anything else cut? Yeah, not really. Thought I might have some more tags cut that I wasn't using yet. That one, but it needs something. Okay, I'll just go with that. I'm happy with that. It's got a tag in it. It's very pretty. The envelope itself is the embellishment, or the ephemera. I don't like this tab. I may cut it off. I just don't like it. Okay, so there's another piece done. If we don't get going, that's it for the day, right? No, I can't have that. I have more to do. Okay, I have this one. This is a paper clip, and I do want it. So I'm going to round that all the way around. I'm going to check the camera, too, to see if it's too dark for you guys. Let me see. I will say that this iPhone that I use does adjust. So, I mean, I know you're getting some shadows, but it does adjust the light for you guys. It turns it up. But, you know, so I'm liking that. That's a cool little image. Or we could use that on there. All right. I'm going to use my little cutter because I want it to be straight. This came from the kit. Everything I'm using is from Uniquely Ella. Winter Blue. And you can see how I use the pieces. I rarely use a piece the way it's supposed to be or intended to be used. I will always cut it up, augment it, do something different to it. I never let the shape, size, width, or color of something completely, you know, like intimidate me or keep me from using it. I am adding a little distress ink. I'm going to have to turn on that light, guys. That's really driving me crazy. Okay. Because I knew this basket was kind of going sideways. Now, I could use this sideways. Would that work in the envelope? I don't know. Let me see, guys. Let me see. Where's my envelope? But the envelope's gusseted, but I could use it to hold things closed if I want to go from the side, because that's going to determine how I decorate it. Oh, let's do it from the side, because I think it's pretty cool. It could really go anywhere, but I think it'd be great right there. So let's do it from the side. Let me try it. Yeah, I had made this piece, which I didn't show you, with Rachel. And she was doing one of her last Roxy's weekly challenge. And it's pretty. You have like these great pockets, and then you have a pocket here. The only problem I have is I loved the blue because it goes well, but when you open it up, you see all this black. Ugh. So the question is, do I remake it or do I try to cover? Is it worth the time to cover it? Just keep this one as a sample. I'm almost thinking this is going to be a sample because I don't want to go to the work to get rid of that black that's in there and all the words. There's so many words, and it just doesn't, it ruins, it takes away from the beautiful papers that Marlene created. So I'm thinking I'm going to have to rebuild this one. I have all the pieces ready to go, so I may have to do that, right? That is definitely a finish it up. Yeah, I'm going to go this way. This is really cute. Let's see if I have any doily that will look good with that. I don't think I want gold doily. I had a half a piece that I threw back in my little, I have a little folder here, cut ones, and then ones that are just one-offs, you know, out of the package. I had, there, got it. Whoop, whoop, nope, not that. I'm not going to fold it. I mean, I did fold it, but I'm not going to leave it like that. Yes, I like that. All right, let me cut that. Although I do like the way it looked folded, but I didn't like what it looks like on the back, so I don't want to do that, right? Okay, guys, it officially just got too dark in here for me. Hang on a minute. This is going to look odd to you while I do this. There we go. Okay, now everything's on. Now you can see all the glue on my desk. Oh, it's still giving me shadows, huh? But it's not as bad. Down or up more? Well, that's going to blind me if I do that. Let's do that. Okay, sorry. I don't know if that's better for you guys or not, but honestly, I could not see what the heck I was doing. I really couldn't. It was really bothering me. And I really didn't want to make a mess out of this, so. I like to put the glue stick down first because of all these little holes. Okay, I'll leave that up for right now. I had to get some more water. Got about 15 minutes to finish this. Really dry mouth today, wow. But the weather, it's windy and cool, which doesn't help that any. These are still sharp enough to cut somewhat fabric, but not all the time. Okay, I love glue stick for putting on fabric-y type things. Now there is a paper clip through here. I've made these on my videos before, which is kind of hindering my, oh, there it goes. Like, where'd it go? I'm not working on a flat surface. So what I recommend maybe is to make your piece first, then add your paper clip. But, you know, sometimes we don't know when we're going to work on something or how it's going to come out. So, eek. All right. Okay, that is going to show, so I do need to fix that top. Come on, you. Do you know why I did that? To get rid of that hard line I had there. I didn't like the hard line where that piece of thing was going to go through there. Okay, I don't feel like I have enough glue down there. Normally, I've been saving my Scotch Create sticks because I know they work really well on this. So I'm trying this newer Scotch permanent stick to see how it works with the fabrics. Because I'm putting this on a fabric-y type finish, which is cloth, I am using my Fabri-Tac 3-in-1 fix, whatever you want to use. There we go. Some of this off to the side a little bit more. Let me move that away. Now, I gotta get that nail out. Get Julie out her thing. Okay, I want to see what little tiny laces would be good on the bottom there. Most of them are pretty wide. I think that'd be, yeah, no, too wide. Oh. Maybe. What did I do here? Now, I want something more like scalloped edge, not like straight. I'm almost out of these. These are all vintage. Pretty soon I'll have all these cards vacant. I keep trying to buy more any chance I get, because I just use so much. And if I do everything I want to do this year, I'm going to go through just about everything. So I'm just looking at some of the new stuff I bought from Lavish Laces. Boy, I wish she'd put me on her list of designers and send me lace like she does everybody else. Would really help me out. But, you know, I've told her, oh, I use them in all my videos. I was kind of hoping she'd get the idea that I do promote her and would love to have some. But, you know, that's okay. I just got to sell more stuff so I can buy more stuff, right? And keep doing this. On. Yep, running out of time. This is probably all I'm going to get done today, but you've seen it. What? Wrong side. I knew it right when I put it down, too. You've seen what I do. Flip it over, trim it up. I always go a little bit over just so I can get that nice, neat edge, you know, that I want. Yeah, you can't see the, and that's okay. You know, you can't really, hello, get down there where you belong. The cheesecloth I put on the bottom, but you do see what I put it on the top, right? And then I see this is bothering me, so I am going to put that on. And then I'm going to get out my eraser because I just got glue where I don't want it. This is a rubber eraser. You can get these. Some people told me they have them at Dollar Tree. My Dollar Tree didn't have them, but I know some Dollar Trees and Dollar Marts and Dollar General have these. Or you can order them online. A lot of shops carry them. Look under scrapbooking tools. Oh my gosh, you guys, I missed the garbage. For the last 4 hours that I've been working in here. You won't believe what my floor looks like. I will be vacuuming when I get done. Cute, right? It doesn't have a lot of blue in it, which is fine. We have so much blue in this project. It's kind of nice to have a little... No, you know what I want? I know what I want. I have My lace cart next to me is hot because I didn't give it a little. Kind of a sweet couple. I was thinking maybe. I don't know if that will ink up to make it. It's a little bit bright, shiny for me. No, that just does not. Too bright, too shiny. Do I have? Oh, that's kind of cute. Just putting a little, I don't know. No, that's not cutting up for me. What else could I do there? How about a itty bitty word or number or something? Oh, there's a little word that says Paris right here. It's too pale though. You can't even see it. It's there, but I was thinking like something like that up there, maybe. Oh man. I love the word Paris. I use it all the time. That's too big. Someone just started up a really loud car. 1924. No, that's definitely not 1924. That's the wrong era. I did run off a whole bunch more of these. I think I showed you guys in another video. That's more of an 1880. 1818. Actually, I cut, like I said, I cut these up. I whatever I need, man, I'm going to do it. Yeah, we'll do that. Okay, it's all good. It's all good. My goodness. Let me finish this and that'll be it for today. So it's Finish It Up Friday. I wish I could have got a lot more done, but I will work on these other pieces when I'm not on camera and share them with you. I do not think I will start Merry Monday till next month because I need a little break from Christmas, and I know you do too. But we need to start rebuilding our stash for next year, and I do need to finish that one journal that we were going to put everything in. So we'll do that on a Merry Monday, so you get to see what happens when you, actually that's a really good project to start off with Merry Monday. Show you why we do Merry Monday, right? I will do that so that you know why we're actually doing Merry Monday and what you get if you do it. So yeah, I like that 1818. That's probably right around the era. Well, the gowns would probably be even larger. Really very overblown and beautiful, but that's okay. We could still do that. I don't know what's right way up, but I'm going to assume that is. So I'm going to put that there. All right, you guys, there you have it. All my goodies. It needs something else, but I don't know what, so I'll figure it out, right? We'll see what I find in my stash. I'll probably look at my Liz stash. Liz, I call you my Liz bling. This is my bling from Liz, some of it. I have 2 boxes of it. So I will look in my Liz bling and see what maybe I want to add to this. I do have another box of Liz bling, so I'm really excited that, thank you Liz for sending those to me. They have been just awesome. So I do have my Liz boxes. I even named them after you, Liz. To Lizzie. She's a sweet, sweet lady who sent these to me. I think all the way from Canada. You live in Canada, right, Liz? I think. So, all right, you guys, we have that. What else did we make? We made more stuff, right? I pulled it back. Where'd it go? Oh, yeah, here it is. This was the other thing we made. Along with its little car. I think I'm gonna get rid of that flap. It's just not, or I have to stiffen it up or something. But this is what we did today. So I feel like we did do 3 pretty good sized pieces that needed some work. Oh, I just do not like this. You know what I'm gonna do in about 10 seconds? I'm gonna cut it off. Yeah, so this is what we did today. Thank you for watching, everyone. I love you all. I will see you all very soon. Have a fabulous Friday, a wonderful weekend, and I'll see y'all next week. Bye-bye.